Boys, Madden 26 just came out and you already know that pack odds are going to suck. So instead of spending your hard-earned money on packs, head over to my boys at MMOEXP and use code TATE for 6% off your order at checkout. They are the cheapest, fastest, most reliable coin sellers out there. All right, boys, we got video number 2 of the day, and well, this is a good one. First video, we lost like all of our coins, man. We just like it's Madden, and I know this, and it's the beginning of the year, so I'm just trying to make content, but it's like, you know, I try to do fun things for you guys, so you can, you know, watch packs, do all that kind of stuff, and you just lose so many coins doing it. And so we are down to like 350. I got a couple of other cards selling, so it might be around 400k. Either way, we got to lock the freak in, and good thing is, today's a great day to make coins. Saturdays, in my opinion, Saturdays and Sundays are some of the best days to make coins, all right? So market's in a really, really good spot. So talk about it. Talk about it. Sets, beautiful stuff. Okay, we know new cards come out today, new legends come out today. This is something that's beautiful. We know that these are going to be profit at some point in the day to build. All right, all of these go for about 360,000 coins. Some of them will probably end up going to about 400,000 coins ish, somewhere around there. So with that being said, if you guys can buy this in a world where you guys can buy these for 60,000 coins and under, you can build them for about 300,000 coins and then sell them. Even right now, they go for about 360,000 coins. All right. But there's a world there where tonight they could go up to about, 400,000 coins pretty easily, and then if you buy them all for the price of 60,000 coins per, you'll sell them for about 400,000, easy peasy. And these actually might already go for 380 or something like that. So if you can snipe them for 60,000 and under, you guys can make a lot of coins doing that, buying buying the 82s, building the 85s, and then selling these 85s. It's not too hard to snipe them right now for 85k, or sorry, 60,000 coins. But I will say, right, they probably will get a little bit cheaper as the night goes on, as the day goes on. All right, if you guys want to go like 82 and then go program and then go legends, you guys can go ahead and snipe them. Like I said, try to snipe them for about 60,000 coins. I have seen multiple pop up for 60,000 coins. That's how I know that they do pop up. Is I have seen like literally like 3 or 4 pop up for 60,000. I've bought them and then I've just resold them for like 80,000. But yeah, like they will pop up for 80,000 coins. It is pretty solid to say the least there. Yeah, see, even they're already popping up for like 70k. You just got to get them for like 60k, put them into the build a Darrell Rivas or something like that, sell it for 400k, make yourself 60,000 coins profit. All right, if you want to snipe them for like 63,000, 64,000, like that's fine as well. You know what I mean? Cuts into your profit a little bit, but yeah, as long as you guys are making profit doing it, then it's solid. Just don't pay like, if you pay like 70k per, 5 times 7 is 350, and then you'd sell for 400k, you don't make like 10,000 coins. We don't want that, right? So make sure you guys are at least buying them for a price that you guys can make solid coins doing it. Just go offense, defense, 82 to 83, and stick on legends, and you should see some pop up for roughly 60,000 coins. Like I said, the fact that they're sitting there for 70,000 and everyone's opening packs shows that they're gonna pop up for 60,000 coins very easily. So beautiful. Keep that in mind. All right. With that being said, we know the 80 overalls are gonna be popping up for cheap, and I want to show you something before we go show you the 80 overalls, and that's the 83 overall cards. If you haven't looked at the 83 overall cards the last day, you would know that they went up in price. Christian Gonzalez went back up in price, which is super interesting always, because new cards come out, you think that these would go down in price. No, they went back up in price because a lot of these cards are still better than some of the cards that are coming out, if that makes any sense to you guys. Will Anderson, like a lot of these cards I pulled like 2 days ago in a video for you guys, and I sold them for like 95 to 100,000 coins. A lot of them like went back up to their original price that they went for on the first day of the game, right? So it's beautiful. Jahmyr Gibbs, for instance, he was down at like 140 at one point. He's back up to 200k. Jalen Hurts was down to like 140 and he's back up to 200k. He's probably down here. Yeah, down here. Landon Dickerson was down at like 130k. He used to go for like 200k, then he was down to 130k, and now he's back up. Well, okay, now he's to 120. Okay, I was off a little bit there. Okay, I don't hit a home run every time. Okay, he still would be profit if you guys pulled him. Antoine Winfield, this card still goes for a lot of coins as well. So my point is, these cards are still going for a lot of coins, and a lot of them actually went back up in price, which is super interesting that happens every once in a while, but that's just the way Madden works. And to build them, it's gotten even cheaper. Okay, so you guys can do the 80 overall. We know 80 overall is what you need. You need 4 80 overalls to build this set. Go all by divisions here, okay, and go by newest. All right, and what you guys are going to want to do here is snipe any card under roughly 17,000 coins. All right, that is getting really, I know we're getting really stingy with it, but if you want to make coins doing this, like, you know, give yourself a 70% chance to make coins doing this, then you're gonna need to buy them for about 17k and under. That's gonna put you at roughly like 68,000 coins is what it costs to build them, right? That way, if you end up pulling an 82 overall legend card, it's profit. If you end up pulling, you know, any 83 overall is going to be a profit pull. So keep that in mind. 17k. These legends should be popping up for a snipe today for sure. All right, and if you want, you guys can just sit on straight up legend filter. I don't hate it. I really don't. I don't hate you guys sitting on legend filter, filtering through the like 4 different legends that there are, and then just, you know, trying to snipe them for under 17k, because they will pop up. That's the cold hard truth. They definitely will pop up for 17k and under. These legends will. That is. So keep that in mind. All right. And then let's show you, just so that you guys know what I'm talking about, this being profit. Of course, there's a lot of those expensive 83s that you can pull, but if you pull, I believe, any 83 overall, normal 83 overall, they are still break even. All right, they are still a really solid price to break even at. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. All right, if we go by buy now, just to see like the cheapest 83, I wish we could go by individual overalls. I don't know why they don't do that. 83, roughly 80,000 coins there. All right, and if you keep going down, they're all going for roughly 80,000 coins, and you're building it for 68 if you buy for the price I told you to. That means if you pull any minimum that goes for 80,000 coins, you still make about 5,000 coins on the card. All right, so that's a really good thing, right? If the minimum 83 overall price is still making you, you know, 5,000 coins, that's good. That's really, really solid. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, that method, that coin making method or that set is still a very profitable set for you guys. All right, that one's really cheap, but punters are always really cheap. Joe Mixon's pretty cheap. Yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, boys, keep that in mind. Anyways, dude, that's pretty much it. And the beautiful thing about it, okay, is also you can also do the 78 to 79s, putting into 80 to 81s. That's also really, really profitable. So the content today came out and it low-key sucked. Okay, we're gonna be honest here. But the good thing about it sucking, I've said this before, the good thing about it sucking means that the market's going to be good, okay? Because the market's not crashing, okay? Everyone's like, okay, so the only way to get these new cards is to spend money. If you want any chance to get an 85 overall card, you know, legend card, you either have to buy 82s to build them or you have to spend money on the game. And a lot of people don't want to spend money on the game, all right? So with that being said, the prices of these cards are going to go up in price, right? So that's why you guys can go out and build them and build sets and make profit doing that way. You know, and that's kind of how it's always going to work there. All right, now also, MUT Exchange hasn't come out yet. You guys know MUT Exchange, all right? MUT Exchange is essentially a snipe spotter where you see every single snipe that goes up on the market, and it tells you which card it is and blah blah blah. It's not out yet. They haven't released the 26 one yet. All right, boys. But we used it all last year, and we know that it's insanely good. All right. With that being said, since it's not out, we can sit on the 85 overall filter, right here, this 85 overall filter right here, and snipe these new legend cards. We know what they go for because, well, we looked at you look at the prices of them, and you just sit and you snipe them for the cheapest that you can. 85 Steve Hutchinson is unfathomably cheap. Now you know, right? So if you see one pop up for 300k, you're not gonna buy it. But if a Warren Sapp pops up for 300k, you're gonna want to go ahead and buy it because you can sell it back for about 370,000 coins. Same thing with a Darrelle Revis. This Darrelle Revis is going for the most, like I said, about 390 to 400k at times. So keep that in mind that you're gonna want to to buy it for 300k or whatever. That's low key cheap for a John Elway card. I'm not gonna lie, but I think he was going for like 330, so that's only like 316 right there. So dude, a lot of these are much cheaper, right? When you filter them down a little bit lower, they get much cheaper. So be prepared for that. Warren Sapp's a good price. The defensive cards are by far more expensive than the offensive cards, as you can just straight up see. Like you can literally see it right here. They're much cheaper. But sniping these cards, going back and forth, sniping these cards for cheap and selling them for more is an extremely good way to make coins as well. And a lot of people will be the only way people are pulling these cards is from that opportunity pack. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, keep that in mind, boys. it's worth a shot to sit on one of these filters and do that. Same thing works with the 82s. I told you earlier I was sniping on the 82s for 60k and reselling for like 80k. You can do that, or you can put them into the set to build the Darrell Revis and make some coins doing that. All right, boys. But yeah, right now, that's by far the best coin making methods, boys. There's a lot, okay? There's a lot that you guys can be doing today. So if you're like, I'm bored, what do I do? It's these, all right? Do these, all right? Sometimes, you know, if you get bored of it, switch the method to a different one. You get bored of sniping, switch to a set, trying to pull some cool cards. You get tired of doing that, build the set for the 85 overall. But do not spend coins on packs because you will definitely lose your coins. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Any questions, please feel free to ask down below, boys. I'll be at a wedding all day, but I'll try to, you know, I'll be talking to you guys as much as I can in the Discord or in the comments if you guys have any sort of questions. So see you guys all in the stream tonight. All right, stream tonight. You already know the vibes. On Twitch, link down in the description. Live every single night except for the last night because I was writing a best man speech. I'll see y'all later. All right, peace.